And if you're in that situation, at least monetize your investment in some manner and not let the manager just take your money for free.
我们是拒绝还是必须要投？因为如果不投，后边绿卡还没有拿到。
They can certainly avail themselves of legal remedies. That means that, for example, if the money is going to be redeployed in a manner that the investors believe is harmful, they can go to court and try and stop the money from the loan being extended or something like that. The problem with that analysis is that in most cases in the United States, you have to have what's called irreparable harm to get the court to stop something like that. And that means that you have to have something more than an economic injury. For example, if somebody's funds are being held up because, because the developer or the regional center is wants to redeploy them, but somebody needs that money for some other reason, there are irreparable things that you can allege that would ultimately allow you to get the money out. Other things that you can do, that if there's enough investors gathered together and working as a unit, the investors actually have corporate remedies to take advantage of. They can go to a court in Delaware or Nevada or Wyoming, wherever it may be, and take advantage of the corporation's ability to oust the manager or oust the general partner and put in a general partner who will actually work in their interests. The other thing, which is interesting, and there are people who abandon their EB5, but they're still wrapped up in the redeployment game. There is a growing industry of distressed debt funds that have started to look at buying EB5 loans. They are more apt to take the risks attendant with redeployment, but you're going to be taking a severe discount your investment. But it's better than getting nothing if you really feel that's where it's going to go.
But they also lost their right for obtaining the green card.
That's correct. I think one of the things that I find interesting about EB5, especially with the Chinese market, is there are a lot of people who just abandon their deals. It's mysterious to me, but there are people who literally just give up. I have one case, for example, very old one. The project originally had 58 investors. We can only find 9 of them. The rest of them I have scattered to the wind. I cannot find them, and no one can find them to the extent that anyone actually knows they existed to begin with. But more often than not, you see a lot of people who simply just throw up their hands and give up. And if you're in that situation, at least monetize your investment in some manner and not let the manager just take your money for free. That's my advice.
So for the first example, like as a person, if he filed the regional center at court, have enough evidence beside the economy injured. So you said they might get their money back, but they also lose their right to get the green card, right?
If you do have 1 year, arguably, to redeploy the money.
对，但是现在我知道，就是我曾经工作的那家公司二投的时候，客人只是负责签字，其实他们根本就不知道投什么，公司也不会跟你说任何的事。
That's the one thing investors need to always remember. They're the ones who have the power to do things to protect themselves. It starts at the beginning. It starts with bargaining with the regional center and the developer on the terms of your deal. I used to work for a family office, and we invested in many VC funds and hedge funds. Not once did we ever take the terms that were in a subscription document because we believed that we could drive the terms of the transaction ourselves. That means that if we wanted to redeploy our money, it's just hypothetically, you can negotiate your management fees. You can negotiate the return on your money. You can negotiate a notice period of redeployment. You can figure out all the if you look at the hot buttons in your deal, you can and see what the weaknesses are that are going to be things that are important to you. By all means, get an attorney, whether it's your immigration attorney, most likely it's going to be a corporate attorney or a securities attorney. Get them to negotiate the deal for you. Get them to negotiate the terms you want, because believe me, these regional centers want your money a lot more than you want to give it to them, all right?